Lisa, access to information is so critical, and it's, a bottom line of the transparency and accountability community. What are the particulars to the challenges here in the U.S., and what do you see as sort of the key remedies?
Sure. First of all, I just want to echo the thanks, and I also hope that Transparency International will have the opportunity to do these surveys regularly in the U.S. I think it will be interesting to follow the trends, so we're looking forward to that as well. So yeah, Zoe, as you said, our goal is to create an informed public to restore checks and balances and accountability. We believe corruption is this fungus that grows in the dark corners and shadows of the world, and I think that your survey sort of plays that out, that the public and the people believe that as well. So we believe that by increasing access to information, we take away those conditions that allow the corruption to spread. So there's some specifics that we have in mind to empower people, to give them more information about their government. And it's things as basic and sort of banal sounding as access to records about governments, and being able to ask your government for records, being able to receive that information in an unredacted or lightly redacted form so that people can analyze and understand actually what's really happening. Some of the records we're interested in now, and this follows on what Danielle was saying about whistleblowers talking about sexual harassment in Congress. We also want to know when taxpayer money is being used to pay off those victims. That kind of thing would be a record that we'd be interested in finding out more. National security as well. I mean, all of these records, these are questions that need to be asked and then be able to be answered. So we also believe that, again, seemingly very banal, very basic information, we need to make sure that information is not destroyed or removed or shredded, again, for historical reasons, so we can look back and see what happened, but also for accountability reasons, so that we can find out if wrongdoing is actually going on. And it may mean changing the law so that some information, and again, I think as Danielle and John both mentioned, that some norms are now laws. So I think the one that comes to mind most readily is maybe we need a law requiring candidates for president and other high office to disclose their tax returns instead of it just being a norm, because obviously we cannot count on those norms anymore. We get access to that information, we discover if there are conflicts of interest or potential conflicts of interest, and I think that's really important. We also, just one last point, access to information not only empowers everyday people, but it empowers the different branches of government to do their jobs and restores checks and balances. So we want to make sure that that Congress has access to information about the executive branch, or that the courts do. And again, so that there are these checks and balances that the founders believed were so important. So we were really focusing on the fact that information is power. And we want to inform as many people as we possibly can.
Great. Thanks, Lisa.